Hello student, in this session I am going to discuss the general rules for the naming of organic compound. Okay, in previous video all of you studied about prefix, suffix, word, root. Okay, and in suffix there are two types of suffix, primary suffix and secondary suffix. Primary suffix tell us the nature of carbon atom, that is saturated or unsaturated. Now secondary suffix, there are some functional group which acts as a secondary suffix. Now look here, first all of you take the screenshot of this. Okay, these are the functional group, and arranged in priority order or seniority order. Okay, that is in priority order of functional group or seniority order of functional group. The first position of functional group is carboxylic group. Okay, and in prefix carboxylic acid, in prefix used as carboxy. Okay, used as carboxy, and in suffix it is used as oic acid. Okay, so this is very important. These are the functional group which arrange in priority order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. This is the prefix, means what word we used in prefix and in suffix. For example, this is the sulfonic acid, SO3H sulfonic acid. In prefix it used as sulfo, but in suffix it is used as sulfonic acid. Okay, now look here, this is the CHO. All of you know very well, CHO means aldehyde. C, this one cyano group, C double bond O, ketone group. Okay, so look here, CHO. When CHO group used as prefix, then we use formyl. But when CHO group used as a suffix, then we use Al. Okay, so first all of you take the screenshot of this and note down in your copy and learn according to priority order. This helps when we naming the organic compound having more than one or more than two functional group, and organic compound having more than two functional group, then one functional group used as a prefix and one functional group are used as suffix. So on the basis of this seniority table or priority order, we identify which functional group are principal functional group and which functional group used as a prefix. So all of you take the screenshot of this and note down in your copy and learn according to sequence, that is priority order. Okay, now if in short I discuss with taking one example. Suppose a compound CH3, CH2, COH and CH3, CH2, COH, CH, COOH. Okay, now look here, in this compound there are two functional groups. So first we identify which group are principal functional group. So on the basis of seniority order, that is this, we can identify which one functional group are principal functional group. In priority order, which come first are known as principal functional group. Okay, so look here, in this case there is two functional groups, alcohol and carboxylic acid, but according to priority order, which functional group come first? This one, COH, that is carboxylic. That is why in this case this is the principal functional group. Okay, and it is considered as a parent chain and it is used as prefix. And in prefix OH, look here, this one, in prefix it is used as hydroxy. Okay, So in this way, when we write the name of organic compound, when more than one functional group is present, then this priority order or seniority order help us how to write the name of organic compound. So first, all of you take the screenshot of this and note down in your copy and learn according to sequence wise. Okay, because sometimes question asked in your examination, which is the correct sequence of functional group? Which is the correct sequence of functional group? Okay, so take screenshot of this. Then next I am going to discuss the general rule for the naming of organic compound. So next I am going to discuss the general rules for the naming of organic compound according to IUPAC, in which the first point is longest chain rule. Okay, first rule is longest chain rule. Simply in this category, first we select the longest chain of carbon. Okay, first point is we select the longest carbon chain in compound. Okay, first one. Now the second point, longest chain of carbon may be straight or branch but continuous. Okay, so the first rule is longest chain rule. We select the longest carbon chain in compound, and longest chain of carbon may be straight or branch but continuous. Okay, now example. Okay, example. Now look here. CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay, so in this compound I am going to select the longest carbon chain. How can we select? By the numbering. Okay, look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When we give the numbering from this side, we obtain a longest carbon chain of 5 carbon. Now, in other way, we also give the numbering 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Now look here from this side. If we count this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Same. So which one is the longest carbon chain? Tell me, which one is the longest carbon chain? This one, 5 carbon. Okay, this is the longest carbon chain. Okay, this is the longest carbon chain. Okay, and this is known as parent chain. Parent chain. Okay, this is known as parent chain. Now, what about this? This is known as side chain. Side chain, and side chain used as prefix. Okay, So in this way, first we select the longest chain of carbon. Now next I am going to example, another example. Look here. CH3, CH2, CH, okay, CH2, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay, now find the longest chain of carbon in this example or in this structure. Okay, so you give the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear? First way by which we give the number. So if we give this way, then there is 5 carbon longest chain. Now another method to select the longest carbon chain is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So which one is the correct? According to this rule, 6 carbon longest chain. Okay, so this one is the longest chain of carbon. Okay, longest chain of carbon, and this known as parent chain. Okay, and this is known as side chain, and side chain it is used as prefix. Okay, so in this way we can select the longest carbon chain. Okay, longest carbon chain means maximum number of carbon. Okay, so this is the first rule. So all of you take the screenshot of this and note down your copy. Now the last point related to this first point, that is longest chain rule, is that, look here, if there are the possibilities of more than one longest chain, okay, if there are the possibilities of more than one longest chain, then select that chain, okay, select that chain which have more side chain, okay. Now for example, now look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one is the longest chain? This one. Okay, this is the longest chain. Okay, now look here, when we select, this is the longest chain, LP, longest chain. Okay, longest chain. Okay, then we have two side chain. This one, we have two side chain. This one. Okay. Now look here. This is the same compound. In this, if we select the longest chain of carbon in this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then this is the longest chain. This is the longest chain. When we taking this longest chain, then we have this one side chain, two side group and 3. Okay, so in this compound we have two side group. Okay, and in this 3 side group or side chain. So which one is correct according to IUPAC? If there are possibility of more than one longest chain, then the select that chain which have more side chain. which one is correct. This one is the correct and this one is the wrong. Okay, so this is the last point related to longest chain rule. Now next I am going to discuss the second point, that is locant rule. The second point is that locant rule. Okay, locant rule. In locant rule there are two categories. First, in which we discuss what is the meaning of locant rule and lowest sum rule. So first I am going to explain what is the meaning of locant rule. Locant means position of side chain. Position of side chain. In organic compounds, how can we give the position of side chain? So with the help of numbering, we with the help of numbering we can give the position of side chain. Side chain. Okay, so how can we give the number? We done the numbering from that side from which side chain is nearest. Okay, so look here, locant rule. Second point, locant rule and lowest sum rule. Okay, locant means simply position of side chain. How can we give the position of side chain? By numbering of carbon atom. Now, numbering is done from that end from which side chain is nearest. Okay, so let us consider with example. If we take example, this one, CH3, CH3, CH2, CH3. Okay, now the first rule, what is the first rule? We select the longest carbon chain. So look here, 1, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in any way, if count the number, we found that there are 4 carbon longest chain. Clear? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now look here. It means in this compound there are 4 carbon longest chain. Okay. Now look here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Now it can also be, here I am writing this compound CH3, CH3, CH2 and CH3. Okay, both compounds are same. Now in one compound I select the longest carbon chain in this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it means this is the longest carbon chain. Now in this structure we select 1, 2, 3 and 4 in this way. Okay, what is the difference in the numbering of carbon? Okay, now according to second rule, look here, in this structure, this is the side chain, the position of side chain, okay, in second carbon, the longest carbon is 4 and out of 4 the side chain attached with second carbon. So second carbon. Clear? Now in this structure the position of side is third carbon. Okay, third carbon. So which one is the correct? According to this locant rule, numbering is done from that end. Okay, from which, this is important point, from which side chain is nearest, from which side chain is nearest. So 2 is nearest or 3. This one is the nearest. So this is the correct. This is the correct. Okay, and this is the wrong. Why this is wrong? Because according to IPSC rule, we numbering from that side numbering is done from that end from which side chain is nearest. So in this numbering, side chain is nearest, and in this side chain is not nearest, it comes at third carbon, and in this it attached with second carbon. So this is the locant rule. Simply we identify the position of locants by giving the number and numbering done from that end from which side chain is nearest. Okay, now what about the lowest sum rule? What about the lowest sum rule? Now with example, look here, CH3, CH3, CH2, CH3, CH3. Okay. Now look here, in this structure, first we select the longest carbon chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So this is the longest carbon chain. Okay, this is the longest carbon chain. Longest chain of carbon. Okay. Now, when we give the number, then it is found that, look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First numbering. Okay. Now second numbering. 1, 2, 3, wait, 3, 4 and 5. Now when we give the number from left side, from this side, one substituent present in second carbon and other substituent present in 4 carbon. Clear? Now when we give the number from right side, look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then also it is found that in second position there are 2 side chain and in fourth position 1 side chain. Okay, so how can we give the number, or which one is the correct numbering, either from left side or right side? So here we follow the lowest sum rule. What is the lowest sum rule? Look here. When we give the number from left side, look here, left side, that is red numbering. So left side. Okay, when we give the number from left side, it is found that in second carbon 1 side chain. So we write here the position of side chain. So here we write the second position, and in fourth position there are 2 side chain. Okay, so here we add 4 for 1 and 4 for 2. Now total is 4 plus 4, 8, 10. Okay, so when we give the number from the left side, it is found that the first position, the first side group attached with second position, second carbon. So we add 2, and the fourth one is 4 for this one. When we give the number and note down the position of substituent from right side, what happened? Look here, right side, this one, 1, 2. So 2 plus 2. Why 2 plus 2? Because in second position 2 methyl group are attached. Okay, so 2 plus 2 plus 4. Now total 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8. Okay, so when we give the number from left side, we add the position of substituent, obtain 10, and when we give the number from right side, and then we add the position of side group comes 8. Which one is the lowest? Which one is the lowest? This one is the lowest. Okay, this one is the lowest in compared to this. Okay, so lowest sum rule, so we add and obtain the lowest value, means numbering, we give the number from that side which had lowest number. Okay, lowest number, so 8 is the lowest number, so which numbering of carbon is correct? This one is the correct, and this one is the wrong. Okay, so this is the lowest sum rule. If more than 2 substituents present in different carbon, then how would you give the number? First you give the number and add the position of side chain. Okay, if from left side the position comes, when you add the position of side chain and it comes 10, and when you add the position of side chain from right side and come 8, so you prefer the lowest value. Okay, for example this one 10 and 8, which one is correct? 8. So which numbering is correct? This numbering is correct. This one is the this numbering is wrong. Why? Because when we add the position of side chain, then it greater as compared to this one. So this is the lowest sum rule. All of you take the screenshot of this, okay, and note down in your copy and read carefully this one. Okay, next I am going to discuss usage of prefix and suffix. Now next point is that third point, identify the word root. Okay, already I discussed how to find the word root, calculate the total number of carbon atom. Now next and last, usage of prefix. Generally in prefix we use alkyl group. Okay, so look here, first example in which only when one alkyl group are present, when one alkyl group or simply alkyl group are present. Okay, when one alkyl group are present, these are the example in which one alkyl group are present. So first, what is the first rule? First we select the longest carbon chain. So look here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the longest carbon chain. This one is the longest carbon chain. 1, 2 and 3. This is the parent chain and this is the side chain. Okay, now the sequence of IUPAC name is prefix plus word root plus primary suffix plus secondary suffix, and prefix we indicate the position of prefix. So look here, this is the longest chain. So what is the prefix? Prefix means this side chain. So side chain is alkyl group, that is methyl, and the position of methyl is second. So 2 methyl. Okay, now prefix word root. What is word root? Means only that carbon used in word root which is parent chain. So calculate total number of carbon in parent chain, 1, 2, 3. For 3 we use pro. Okay, and all are saturated. Primary suffix indicates the nature of carbon. So all are saturated, single bond, and for single bond we use A. So the name is 2-methyl propane. Okay, now this one, what is the name of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the longest chain in third position. Okay, Now look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, but look here, if numbering from right side, then look here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Substituents occurs at fourth carbon. But when we give from this, it occurs at third position. So which one is nearest? Third one. So the correct numbering of carbon atom from left side. Okay. So the name of this compound is, this is the longest chain. Okay, and this is the side chain. So what is the correct name? This is the prefix used as prefix, and C2H5, it is ethyl. So 3-ethyl. Okay, 3-ethyl hexane. Okay, now look here, in this second example, when two similar alkyl group, so numbering, if you give the numbering from left side or right side, it is found that the substituent, this is the longest chain, the substituents occurs at second carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If you give number from this side, you found that 1, 2, 3, 4. So similar means same position occurred if you give the number from right side, left side or right side. So what is the name? Name is, look here. Now the first methyl group is second carbon, and the last, this one is the fourth carbon. So 2, 4. 2, 4. 2 methyl group, for 2 methyl group we use dimethyl. 2, 4 dimethyl. Total number of carbon is 5. For 5 we use pent. All are single carbon, to pentane. Okay, this one. Now this is the C example in which two different alkyl group are present. Different alkyl group are present. Different alkyl group are present. Okay, so look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the longest carbon chain. Okay, this is the longest carbon chain, and in longest carbon chain, why we numbering from this side? Because side chain come first. When we give the number from left side, side chain, the position of side chain is second. If we give from this side, then the position of side chain is 1, 2, 3. That is why we give from here. Okay, now look here. This is the CH2. If you combine, then C2H5. C2H5. Okay, so what is the name of this compound? The name of compound is, look here, 2-methyl, 4-methyl and 4-ethyl. What is the name? Name is 2, 2 dimethyl okay, 4-ethyl, wait. Okay, now the one point is that when we write the name of substituent, we give the name in alphabetical order. Okay, so look here, 4-ethyl, okay, 2, 4 dimethyl. Total number of carbon is 6, hexane. Okay, now look here, this one. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. Okay, why? Because it is an example of complex. When complex substituent present in compound, compound, then how to write the name of that compound. Now first we understand what is the meaning of complex substituent. Now look here, there in this example methyl, in this example ethyl, in this example once again methyl and methyl, in this methyl and ethyl. Okay, but when more than 2 carbon present as a substituent known as complex substituent. So look here, in this condition, first we select the longest carbon chain. Look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now look here, in third position methyl group are attached, but in fifth position, what is the name of this group? Not it is ethyl or methyl. So it is the complex substituent. It is the complex substituent. Complex group or side chain. Okay, so how to write this type of organic compound, name of organic compound? Now look here, the carbon of complex group attached with that carbon, means this carbon attached with fifth carbon. So first you give, this one is 1, you give numbering, this is the 1, 2 and 3. Okay, you give the number 1, 2, 3. Okay, now look here, what is the name of this compound? Okay, how to write the name of this compound? Now this group attached with fifth carbon. Okay, so look here, first you write the name of this complex. So what is the name? Look here, name is fifth. Okay, look here, first 1, 2. Now look this, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2 dimethyl. 1, 2 dimethyl. Okay, and look here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for 3 carbon, which alkyl group, for 3 carbon which alkyl group are obtained? So propane we obtain propyl. So look here, there are 3 carbon, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so propyl, we use propyl. Okay, fifth 5, 1, 2 dimethyl propyl, 3 methyl, total number of carbon is 9 and all are saturated, so name is nonane. Okay, so when substituent, complex substituent present in the organic compounds, how can we identify that substituent, complex substituent? More than 2 carbon. Okay, so first we write the name of complex substituent, then other substituent, and then primary suffix. So look here, this complex substituent attached with fifth carbon. So the carbon which attached with fifth carbon give the 1 number. So 1, 2, 3. Now look here, 1 and 2 position, it contain methyl group, 2 methyl group. That is why 1, 2 dimethyl, and this 3 carbon are substituent propyl. Okay, so fifth 1, 2 dimethyl propyl, 3 methyl nonane. Okay, so these are the general rules for the naming of organic compound, and these rules are applicable for writing the name of organic compound of any types of organic compound. Any types of organic compound means कि when we write the name of cyclic compound, okay, then all these rules follow in naming of cyclic compounds except one. Okay, so these are about the general rules for the naming of organic compounds. In next video we will discuss the naming of compound having multiple bonds and functional group. So all of you take the screenshot of this also and note down in your copy and read your book and learn the priority order. Thank you.